Sean Myers here of the Westmoreland Sports Network, joined by the new athletic director at Greensburg, Salem, Frank Sundry. Congratulations, Frank. And I know that this has to be a very exciting time for you going back to your alma mater. What were the feelings like when you ultimately were approved for the athletic director position?
Well, thanks for having me, Sean. I'm excited to be here with you. Going back to Greensburg has been, it's a dream come true. Being an alumnus, and being a former athlete, it's been awesome. And leading up to the vote, I had some nerves going into it, but I felt confident that if I made a good impression on the interview committee and then on the board when I met with them, and then when the vote came through, it was my phone was blowing up, and I was just super excited, and I can't wait to get started.
I know that you've had a lot of different roles, both as an educator and involved in athletics, that have led to this position. What were some of the notable experiences over the past decade or so that got you prepared to be the AD at Greensburg Salem?
Yeah, so I've held pretty much every role you could in schools. I've been a teacher, I've been a coach, I've been an assistant principal, I've been a principal, I've been an assistant athletic director, and I feel that having that experience of the whole breadth of what goes into education has made me prepared to take on this role and to help lead the athletic department, but to also use the athletic department as another wing to find success for these students in the classroom as well. So I'm really looking forward to bringing that component of connecting academics to the athletic experience.
The previous athletic director at Greensburg Salem, Mike Burrell, left just before the start of the school year. How do you quickly get up to speed, and who are you going to be leaning on to get you acclimated?
Yeah, so the assistant athletic director, Marzi Sparrow, she is going to be ultimately my biggest source of information and knowledge, and I'm going to lean heavily on her. She's been with the school for 16 years, and she knows the department inside and out. Mr. Dave Zilli, who is the high school principal, who also held that position of athletic director, I'm going to lean on him. And then Miss Lynn Job, who's on the school board now, who was the athletic director prior to Mike Burrell. I'm confident that having these people at my disposal and knowing the character of these people, that they're going to really help me and allow me to be as successful as I can be.
Talking to the new athletic director at Greensburg Salem, Frank Sundry. Frank, you have, as you mentioned, a background at Greensburg Salem, a 2004 graduate, and you played a number of sports. You have some familiarity with a lot of these coaches, many of whom actually were still coaching when you were an athlete. Talk about that.
Yeah, so there were a number of coaches on the staff right now that I actually played for when I was in high school, and so that shows the longevity and the dedication that they have to the athletic department. And then there's a handful of coaches that I either went to school with in high school or college that allows me to already have previously formed relationships, which allows for that process to go much quicker and much smoother in my introduction to back to Greensburg sports.
What are some of your goals, both short-term and long-term, at Greensburg Salem?
Short-term, I want to get reacclimated to the culture of the school. I want to get to know and build relationships with the student athletes, the coaches, and the school staff, and show them I have an investment in all that they do, whether it is sports or academics, as they are. I also, one of my big things that I'm really involved in and really care about is volunteer work, and I know the Greensburg Salem community really gives a lot to their athletics, to their program, supports our students, supports our coaches. So I want to make sure that we are giving back to the community as well, that we are using athletics as a way to promote service and volunteerism in our community to ultimately create civically minded students. So when they do graduate from Greensburg Salem, they understand the importance of giving back, because these people come to our games and cheer for us. It's important, in my opinion, to be able to say, thank you, here's what we can do for you as well.
And finally, what's the message you have to the people in the area for what you're looking to provide at Greensburg Salem?
Yeah, so my message would be, we have a history and a tradition of winning and success, and that is exactly what we're going to continue to do. We have dedicated coaches, we have dedicated student athletes, we have dedicated teachers and administrators, and a dedicated school board that together, if we get on the same plane and align our goals and expectations together, we're going to continue to have success. And I fully expect that moving forward, Greensburg-Salem athletics is going to be a powerhouse.
Frank, congratulations once again. We appreciate it. Good luck heading into this new position.
Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it.